Hey guys, and welcome to podcast Life's Good Podcast episode 7. Wow, it's been more than a month and a half and stuff. Well, last week podcast itu tentang pramugari, and kali ini podcastnya tentang bodybuilding. Right? Bodybuilding, like, yang kayak gituan deh. Yeah, and then
Very
ini temen
interesting.
gue, my friend, pas gue masih kuliah di Singapura, he's massive, he's huge, dia gede banget. He's been bodybuilding for like, I don't know, for years.
Like,
Dari dia masih
quite a
like,
while.
Quite a while. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is Jordan. Woo!
Yeah, what's up? I'm Jordan. Nice to meet you guys.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yo, dude. So a bit background, maybe. Where you staying now?
So
Tinggal di mana
background. So I'm still in Singapore now. I'm in the army. Gonna go to college in the US soon. Yeah, so that's about it basically.
Wow. Army ya.
Yeah.
Bodybuilder, army lagi. Oh,
It's
every
a
girl's
very
dream.
good it's a very good combination, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can flex on people, especially with your muscles juga.
Yeah, like literally and actually, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, man. Now you're in the NS. How's NS though? Like,
And
just
honestly, it's going quite well. Honestly, a lot of new experience. It's definitely very good for my experience. Basically, I met a lot of new people. I learned to be more culturally aware of other people's backgrounds. It makes me a better person overall because I can understand where people are coming from. Because before I went to NS, I was quite enclosed in this international student
I know
community
that pretty well.
kan kayak so like, you know, it's a different thing kalau NS kayak it gives me that more, you know, an element of bonus where I can understand people of different backgrounds even more. So it preps me a lot for college, and also I endured a lot of hardships and kayak I never imagined I would encounter before in my life. So now that I've already experienced that, college will be so much better for me. Now yeah.
NS buat you more like adulty.
Yeah, very adulty, and also like it's very beneficial too. Very beneficial. I would highly recommend for people who's considering to do NS. Yeah, it's very hard, but the reward is
So you say
worth it.
lu
It's worth
bilang
it, yeah.
NS is worth to go dong.
Definitely worth to go, bro.
Tapi
Definitely,
kayak NS hard, fun atau gimana?
Yeah, tapi sih kalau buat like Indos like us sih definitely it's a new scene kayak it's gonna take a lot of work to get used to it, to enjoy it. Like some people can, some people can't, but like depends on the people you meet too. I got quite lucky. I meet like a bunch of nice people, but regardless, like it's still hard. The journey is hard. The journey is always hard, and to be honest, if the journey is not hard, you won't really learn anything. And so like you learn the most from hardest journey, and it's up to you as a person to basically take that experience and then like use it or waste it away. So like I chose to use it. So like right now, I feel like that experience is very useful for me. It shaped me into a better man.
Oh man,
Helped me for college,
you changed
yeah.
so much. We haven't met for quite a while. We hang out like kayak 3-4 tahun
Yeah,
yang
definitely.
lalu.
See,
Like
kayak
2016 ya.
It's
Man.
it's like one of like the I think it's like the very big growth spurt in my life. You know, like a mental growth spurt for me. Kayak just like
You were different, very different.
Yeah, I was very
Dulu,
different.
oh my
I know.
gosh, you're like the pampered guy
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah, but still, like, yeah, it's good lah. I'm really happy it happened.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyways, man, let's go into your
Topic.
Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about your bodybuilding experience, right?
Yeah.
So like, kalau nggak salah dulu you're not really fit, kan? Like
You know,
from
yeah,
small,
I
you were
started
not
out quite overweight as a child, honestly.
over.
Yeah.
would you say you're like very overweight atau kayak
Yeah, I was
biasa
quite
aja?
like, I was pretty much like, I don't know what's my BMI, but like I was considered like almost morbidly obese, like I was on the
Almost.
verge of suffering like fatty liver or something kayak when I was 13, like because kind of I had my appendix and then the doctor scanned my stomach and all that, and they're like, oh yeah, you need a fatty liver, you if you don't lose weight, if you don't start eating healthy and exercising, just move around, like you're gonna have like some health problems, okay, diabetes or fatty liver or something, and
So
then
dulu
yeah.
look at how would you say your lifestyle is kayak dulu before you go to
Lifestyle
the
sih
gym?
like dulu, like I just like to go home, play game, eat pizza, whatever. Like I would like to
Whatever
make a
junk food lah ya.
yeah, whatever junk food I like to eat. I like to eat. I like to eat burgers. I like to eat pizza, and I still do like to eat burgers and pizza now. But just like I do it in like okay, it's very
Moderately lah
cliche, but I
ya.
do it in moderation. But
Dijagain
like
lah ya.
yeah, but to be honest, like I'll get that's the later part of podcast. But like the main point is you don't like you can make it enjoyable. I just want to say that start off like this whole healthy lifestyle thing. A lot of people give up before even like knowing it fully.
What it's gonna happen,
They
right?
think it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like no pain no gain. Oh, you have to
Agreed.
work hard. You have to make it super painful. The more painful it is, the better it is. You have to eat chicken breast broccoli every single day. No,
Chicken breast broccoli, yeah.
yeah,
I've been there. I've been there.
that's a lie.
I've actually
Honestly.
been there.
Yeah, you don't have to eat plain chicken breast and broccoli every single. You can honestly. I
can,
do
of
that,
course
but like
you
I
can.
enjoy it. Like I put spices and all that, and my it tastes good for me. I like it honestly. I just like it. Like
Well,
yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
would you say kayak your pas itu dokter ngomong like you'll get fatty liver, you'll get diabetes and everything, and that made you like okay, I need to
No,
get in
no,
shape.
that's all it. Like I didn't really care. Like a 13-year-old kid, who cares? But that's not it. Like well, the defining moment for me was when I went to high school, kan. From I went to Singapore American school, kan. From middle school to high school, I don't know. I kind of want to be like the popular kid and all that. I want to try out for sports team, but I'm not good. Like I like soccer, but I'm just not good because I'm overweight.
Fat,
I
everything.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like I have very bad stamina. I'm not fast. I'm not agile. I'm stiff. Like I just like like I don't know. I'm not happy with my body. And as a teenager, you start to realize from a kid who doesn't care about the body image, and like you go through puberty and then you start to realize you wanna impress girls and all that. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Like maybe I should start hitting the gym. Like I don't want to be fat. Like every time I go up the stairs, I run out of breath. I don't like it. So I decided to. Yeah, I
So-
decided to. First of all, what motivates me the most is soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Soccer, yeah, because
So-
I got cut from my team, and I didn't make the team, so then I was like, and I like to play FIFA and all that. I idolize all these soccer players. I idolize Ronaldo, like a lot of other people. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I really want to change my lifestyle. I started running. I started eating salad and chicken breast every single day, and bring like whatever green smoothie or something. And I lost so much weight. I went from like, can't remember, like 80 something to like 60 something when I was like 14
So
years
basically,
old,
dude, your defining moment was kayak you want to fit in and then you want to like
yeah.
be in the
And
popular
but the thing is
stuff
like
and stuff.
back when I was younger, I love sports. Okay, I've always loved sports. I enjoy it. I like playing sports, but I'm just not good at it because I was fat. So like like it's kind of ironic, and you gotta make a change, and so I realized.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make a change. So like I started, but like the first thing that I did was lose weight, and I wanted to be like, a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be like not super big but toned, like Cristiano Ronaldo or whatever like that. Yeah, I want to be like that, and I thought just like eating salad and greens and all that and running as much as I can and starving myself is gonna get that. But no, like at that point, I became like borderline anorexic. I was so skinny, kayak I was like breaking 60 kilos to 59, 58 kg, like, and I was quite tall too. But I became like from obese, like skinny as fuck. But,
Jadi kayak it
yeah.
wasn't really healthy karena kayak
Yeah.
you went from like almost obese, like maybe you were like back then you were like 170, 100 berapa gitu kan?
no, I didn't reach 100, tapi kayak
As
I
in
was
like your height.
Oh, my height.
Back then, I
When
think
I-
you were
back
like
then,
170,
like-
175.
Yeah, I think 170 like that.
170, and then your weight was 80, and then it was like kind of high, like
yeah, yeah.
I saw your
But it was like,
pictures. I saw your
yeah,
pictures
yeah,
later.
yeah. I was
And then
like,
like
I was like,
in a few years, you starved yourself and everything. Jadi kayak you
yeah,
went to
jadi
very
like
skinny.
I became super skinny and all that, and and I thought it was nice, and I was wondering why my abs not doesn't show and all that. I'm just like skinny fat, skinny fat like people don't train. Yeah, like I was just wondering
skinny,
why
tapi nggak ada muscles.
Yeah,
There's
why
no
is it like
muscles.
that? Like I thought if I just use the tone, but no. Like eventually, I meet people who taught me how to lift properly in high school and all that, and I realized that in order for your muscles to show, like you want to look like those male models and all that, you need to have like a lot of muscle mass. Then you diet down, you put yourself on a caloric deficit. Okay, so you eat lesser calories than, let's say, like every human being, most on average needs to consume 2,000 calories per
2000.
day.
Yeah.
But depending on your metabolism,
person,
depending on your
yes,
activity,
yes,
depending on
it's
your
different.
the person yourself,
Yeah.
it varies. So like if your maintenance calories is like, let's put it 2,500, you eat like 2,300, and then you will lose weight gradually. But if you eat like 1,000 calories, you're gonna die. Like
Yeah.
1,000 calories to 2,500, like your body is just gonna stop burning fat because they think you're gonna die. Like you're just gonna stop burning fat, and your metabolism will break down, and you're not gonna lose weight, and your result is skinny fat.
Yeah.
That's I just wanna put it out there because that's the mistake that I made. And I'm quite sure it's a very common mistake
Yeah.
that a lot of people make too.
Yeah.
Then
So basically,
Yeah.
you how did you like take over from being skinny fat and then
oh,
being,
then
like,
I realized like
muscly?
I don't like this anymore. I tried out for soccer again, my second year of high school. Then I got cut again, but I'm really skinny. I'm really straight for soccer, and then I'm like, well, you know
wait,
what?
hold
You know
on a minute,
what?
hold on a minute. You got cut because you're overweight, and then
No,
you
I
got
just it
cut
turns
again
out
because
no,
you're
it just
too
turns out
skinny.
I'm not good at soccer, and then I just got cut. Then I'm like, oh, you know what? This is not my calling. I became like passionate about fitness in general. I want to improve myself physically, because like I just feel like I've like played games all the time. I improve my characters in my games or whatever, and I'm like nothing in real life, like what's that gonna get me? So I want to improve myself. Like what the best way to improve is to improve yourself, right? So like
agree.
you can like it can be like taken from you if you spend your time improving like a material or like you're like in games usually like some games you improve like your whatever psychic soldiers or whatever like that. It could be taken away from you. Like I just put in that analogy that if you improve yourself, it can be taken away from you because you are yourself. So I started. It motivates me to improve myself. So when where was I? Oh yeah. So sophomore year, I like a second year of high school basically, I became passionate about fitness. I wanna lift weights, but I wanna run also. So I was trying a lot of different things. I was doing cross country. Okay, I was running super long distance.
So basically, you're doing a lot of things in terms of like fitness.
Fitness, yeah.
and
So fitness.
sports.
I wasn't sure what my goal is. I was just running long distance, but I was trying to lift weight too. But I was trying to like bulk up then. And a lot of people also say like this is a very very common misconception too. Okay, a lot of bodybuilders they're like, oh, if you run, your muscles are all gonna disappear. It's gonna get burned and all that game gitu kan.
Yes.
It's false because that's the only reason why you can build muscle while you're running is because you're on a calorie deficit. In order to build muscle, you can't. It's not optimal for you to be like you need calories. Muscle
creates
something,
is
right?
created because of
calories. Because of calories, protein, water, and all that. Like you need to be like not starving yourself. You can't be in like major calorie. You can be like in a slightly calorie deficit and build muscle. Yeah, you can. You can be on a maintenance calorie deficit and build muscle. Yeah, you also can. But if you run like a lot, you gotta eat up those calories back if you wanna eat muscle. If you wanna gain muscle, like, let's say you run cross country, you burn like 1,000 calories a day. So you run like 6 km, 10 km, I don't know, whatever. You gotta eat that 1,000 calories back. If you do that, it doesn't burn your muscle.
So basically, dude, like for people out there, if they want to build muscle kan, mereka mau build muscle. So intinya muscle is made from like your calories, which is made from like protein.
Muscle is made from basically water, energy is calories, protein, and like just a bunch of other stuff, you know, like you train, I know bodybuilding, but I'm no means an expert on it. So like from like based on what I know is like you train, you damage your muscles, you create micro tears.
Yeah.
And over
then
time
you need
it
to
builds up.
repair it with your proteins and
Yeah,
stuff,
with your
and
protein.
everything else.
Adequate rest. You can't like always train like every single day, like 10 hours a day. Like it's not gonna it's gonna lead to like overtraining, and that's not good.
And then like it means that kalau misalnya you're in deficit, you're in calorie deficit, it means your body is cutting, right?
Yeah, your body is burning fat.
And it can go from fat, and then it can go from fat to muscle as well. You can cut from muscle and then fat as well, right?
No. Fat doesn't turn into muscle. It doesn't.
As in, if you're in calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Why?
If you're in a calorie deficit,
why can't you build muscle?
You can build muscle on a calorie deficit, but you cannot be on a major calorie deficit, because when you're on a calorie deficit, you don't have excess energy, kan? Calories are energy, kan? So you won't feel like as energized as if you're in a calorie surplus, kan? But so basically, if you are in a calorie deficit, you need to be on a very slight calorie deficit. You have to experiment on your base metabolic rate, basically. So your maintenance calorie, every person is different. So you got to find out for yourself.
Yeah, I do.
What your base calories is,
yeah, I do agree.
So you eat a little bit lesser, and you still can gain muscle. If you eat a little bit lesser, because like you're not starving yourself. So you still can. It's not like optimal. Optimal would be like you eat maintenance, a little bit maintenance. But if you eat like so much, thinking like all the food is gonna get converted to muscle, that's also wrong. Because like there's always a fine margin, you know. Like if you put like, let's say your maintenance is 3,000, and you eat like 5,000 calories, maybe only like 400 of it is gonna be muscle. Like 3,400 will be your optimal calories. The other calories, if you eat 5,000, like the other 1,400 calories, is gonna turn to fat. And if you're fatter, like it's not good, because like the fatter you are, the more estrogen you produce, and if you produce estrogen, it's the opposite of testosterone. Why would you do that?
So basically,
and also it's not good for your health too. If you be fat, like you know, like all these bodybuilders promote like, oh, dirty bulking, like 10,000 calories, you eat like 100 burgers or whatever they call it, and oh, this is cheat meal, like really good cheat meal. You eat like a lot at once, it's gonna turn into muscle. No, like you don't do that. Like just eat like a normal person. Eat slightly above your maintenance calories if you want to build muscle, and train hard, sleep enough, drink a lot of water.
So basically, man, if you want to build muscle, it means it's more advisable if you eat more than your maintenance calorie, and then like you need to figure out basically how to get
not a lot more, but just a little bit more, or maintenance calories, your choice. Like if you want to gain like a little bit faster, I guess eat a little bit more, but also know that
it needs trial and error.
Yeah, you need like you need to be a little trial and error, because everyone is different.
You need to eat,
everyone is different, because you can't like copy your favorite bodybuilders. They eat like 4,000 calories maybe because they have a lot of muscle. They're like I don't know, like let's say, I don't know if you know like Obi Vincent, the Gymshark athlete. He's 6'2", 6'2", yeah, exactly, Gymshark. So he's like 6'2", 6 feet 2 inches, like in cm will be like 187 or something. 187, and he weighs like 106 kg, and he eats like 4,200 calories a day or something like that. He did a meal prep video. If the regular person copies that, you'll get fat 100%.
Oh, nice.
Because you're not 1,000. You're not 187 cm, and you're not 106 kilos, mostly muscle. 106 kilos, mostly muscle. You know, because muscle is more metabolic than fat. So like most people are not 106 kg and 187 cm. So if you copy whatever he's eating, you're gonna get fat, and it's not gonna work for you. You're gonna be wondering, oh, why Obi Vincent eats this, but I eat this and I get fat, and it's not working for me. Because you have to figure out what works for you. Yes.
So man, like, speaking of eating, speaking of what we need to eat and everything, right?
Yeah.
What do we actually have to take note in the general? Karena kan banyak orang ngomong kayak, oh, I need to eat yang tadi broccolis and chicken breast every day.
Okay,
tapi actually
to be honest,
not like that.
Here's how to make it enjoyable. Okay, first of all, you gotta figure out what your maintenance calories is, and
How?
then say how just like try to be in a good routine, like eat, if you can't eat the same thing every single day, and like if you're really like committed, you can find out each individual calories of the food, but just take notice, nobody can find out what the perfect amount of calories of a burger is. Like, let's say you order, like you make your
Yeah,
own
just
homemade burger.
approximate.
Nobody knows like it's 512.7 calories. No, like, you
Tapi
can't
would
be
you
like
say,
that. Like,
would you say the apps help? Get all those apps
apps,
out
like
there.
yeah, like some do, but like you can just search it up on YouTube. No, not YouTube. Sorry, Google. Like, what's the calories of like 100 grams of, let's
Yeah.
say, chicken breast, or 100 grams
So
of
basically
steak,
you
100 grams
calculate
of
from
salmon.
it.
Yeah, and Google will show you, and
Yeah.
you weigh your salmon. Let's say it's 250 grams. So like if 100 grams of salmon is like, let's put it 160 calories, so 250 grams would be like 160 times 2.5. So you get your salmon calories. Then you count, and then your rice, like how many cups of rice do you put? Your rice. So you Google too, like
So
how
basically
many
you
calories
calculate
it
your
is.
food, and then
Yeah.
like you see like, does it maintain your weight? Does it get over your weight,
Yeah,
or does it
yeah.
lose your weight? And then
Yeah,
from there
exactly.
you'll basically kind of know how
Yeah,
much
I
is
don't know.
really-
And then it takes experience. So after a while, you like I'm quite, like, I'm not very experienced, but I'm quite experienced with like being in a healthy being in the diet routine and all that. Like, so I know, I can roughly gauge where my maintenance is. So I eat kind of the same. So like I would know, like, if I'm gaining weight or losing weight, then I know what to eat. Like, I can be flexible with my diet, you know. Like, most people say like the 80% 20% rule, like 80% healthy, 20% you can eat whatever you want. That's kind of true, but like, just don't go overboard. You know, like if you've eaten, like, let's say 2,000 calories, and you're trying to bulk, and you're trying to hit like 2,600 because your maintenance is 2,500, so you can have like 600 calories of, like, I don't know, ice cream or whatever you want. If it's gonna hit like that amount, like roughly that amount of calories, you know. So if you don't go over it, you can have fun with your diet too. It doesn't have to be like plain chicken breast broccoli, like I said, and also like plain chicken breast broccoli doesn't have to taste bad.
So
You can
you
put
mean
sauce
you,
and all
you
that.
said,
Looks okay.
you said like ice cream on a diet.
Yeah.
As in, like, people think that ice cream on a diet isn't really there. It doesn't go well. Tapi actually for
You can, like, if
bodybuilders,
you're still if you're still eating less than your calories, like maintenance calories, you're still on the calorie deficit. Yeah, of course you can eat ice cream. Why? Like, ice cream is not a magic food that will make you fat. Like, it doesn't work like that. Your body processes as calories.
So
You're
basically,
still-
what you mean is your diet is only based mainly from calories.
Yeah, mainly it's from calories. Like, if you eat on a calorie deficit less than your maintenance calories, you will lose weight. Like, I guarantee you will lose weight. Like, you can even eat like over your calories, and then you burn it off. Like, let's say you run, you burn 500 calories, so you eat, like, your maintenance is 2,500, and then you eat like 2,700, and you run and you burn 500 calories from running. You will
And then
still
you
lose
get
weight because
2,000, You
it
have a
totals up to
deficit of
2,200. Yeah, which is still less than your calories, and you can eat.
Tapi
Yeah.
for example nih, people say, but ice cream is fat, but pork belly is fat. Like, how does it work? Karena kan dibilang, you just said maintenance calories, you need to hit below it to lose weight. You need to, like,
Yes.
at least be the same or not higher to gain weight or gain muscle,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
then, like, how about like food that has a lot of fat or food that has a lot of like sugar? Does it affect in a
Well-
way, or how does it work?
Okay, so first of all, you have to eat this in moderation too, because sugar and fat, at the end of the day, fat is, yeah, it's energy, but if you have too much, it's going to, like, fat is higher in calories. Like, the macro basis is basically like it's, I think, I'm not too sure on this, but for like 1 grams of carb is 4 calories, and then 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, and then 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So fat is initially already higher calories than carbs and protein. That's why people think food that are high in fats are obviously higher in calories. And so, like, you're going to think food that are high in fats are going to make you fatter, you know.
So
But
what
it's
you
true.
mean is
It's
basically
technically it's true because they contain more calories. But if you still manage to eat, your total daily intake is still like less than your maintenance. You will still lose weight. If it's not over your maintenance, you won't gain weight. Even if you eat pork belly or whatever diet approach you want, keto, intermittent fasting, whatever, it accumulates to your whole daily intake.
so basically
Roughly.
it doesn't really matter what you eat. What matters is you just need to maintain your calories every day.
Yes. But with that
That's
being
diet.
said, with that being said, don't like go like super unhealthy and like you still can lose weight, but like for your general health, it's not healthy. And also, if you want to build muscle, the quality of the nutrition also counts. If you want to be optimal, like you can do the 80-20 rule, but don't like fit all like junk food into your diet and somehow like you can still lose weight, but like it's not gonna be healthy for you, man. Also, your
You don't
recovery
get
won't
all
be
the nutrients, and then your muscles won't be
and also
repaired well.
you won't get the vitamins that like whatever all these healthy food have, like chicken breast steak and salmon, like they'll have this vitamins that comes with it. If you eat like processed meat every time, you won't get the same vitamins and you will be deficient in the vitamin. And because you okay, well, you managed to lose weight, but you want to be deficient in vitamins. I don't think anyone wants that. So like still stick to the 80-20%, 80% healthy, 20% unhealthy rule. You can do that. Like 20% not unhealthy, like 20% like anything you want.
So
But
you
like for
mean
me,
like 80-20 is more like for example a week for
Yeah.
7 days you eat 5 days of healthy food and then like for example 2 days of not healthy food.
No, not like that. Because if 2 days of not healthy food, you will go overboard, and your 5 days of healthy food, like your 2 days of healthy food could just ruin it as a whole. Like let's say you're trying to lose fat, gun. Your maintenance is 2,500, gun. You've been eating 2,300 Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, you choose to eat like 7,000 calories out of nowhere because you're going to buffet and you're like, oh, this is my off day, 80-20 rule, and you just 7,000. Like the average of the week is just basically it cancels out your calorie deficit during the week and Monday to Friday.
So basically,
that's all what I meant by 80-20.
So your 20% rule is still
I mean, by
maintaining,
80-20 is like on a daily basis. Like if you want to accumulate 2,300 calories on your daily basis, 80% of it healthy, 20% of it unhealthy is okay. That's what I meant on a daily basis, not on a weekly basis, as in you eat healthy 5 days in a row and 2 days in a row you eat whatever you want, not like that. Not like that. I
so
mean,
it's
like,
on a daily
yeah.
basis. So every day you can still eat something that's not healthy then.
Yeah, you can. If technically
So
you
for
can.
example,
Yeah.
the ice cream that you said.
Yeah, exactly. You can have ice cream every single night and still lose weight. Yeah, you can actually, but you just gotta be smart about it.
So
Yeah, for me personally, like I know what I eat on a daily basis. So like let's say, maybe I can fit in a bit of a dessert or something if I feel like it. But usually, like I don't really have cravings. Okay, I can eat healthy. Or like me personally, like every individual is different. For me, I can eat healthy every time because my healthy food actually tastes good. Yeah, like
But-
in the
I do agree. Like healthy food grows your gets into your taste bud. Kaya if you just get used to eating healthy food, you just
yeah,
like
exactly.
it, right?
Exactly. So like, personally, I would just choose like a healthy food that fits with you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. In the morning, I would have like a French toast, banana, strawberry, raspberry. It tastes amazing. It's healthy.
That's
Like
healthy,
what's not
man.
healthy?
It tastes
Yeah.
good.
What's not healthy about French toast? It's bread. Bread is not unhealthy. Like people think bread is going to make you fat. No. If you look into it, bread is actually like somewhat better than rice, honestly. Because it's about the same, honestly. Like bread is not magic food that will make you fat. Like it doesn't work like that.
Magic food.
Yeah,
that make you
it
fat.
doesn't work like that. Exactly. So bread, egg is healthy, strawberry is healthy, banana is healthy, and then I get a low calorie maple syrup. So like French toast healthy. It looks like a dessert, but it's healthy actually. I eat that every single. It's my go-to breakfast. I eat that every single day, and like I can maintain like a pretty low body fat percentage. And
Talking about your breakfast and everything. So how if you like show us your daily routine on like your meals and your
meals.
gym
Okay, so
and
so
your,
like
and your like workout routines.
okay, so let's start with meals first. So meal one, like I'll have like I'll try to eat like 4 or 5 meals a day. But like when I say a meal, it doesn't have to be like a huge meal. It could be like
Just a
a
small
bar,
snack.
a protein bar is I consider protein bars like a small meal. Yeah, so it's like one of my meals. I just space it out around because like it's healthier to do that. It's better for protein synthesis if you space out your meals, like instead of just eating a huge serving in one go. Personally, I think it's better to space it out. It's better for cravings too, and also so like better digested too.
You don't
For
also
me, yeah.
get you also don't get hungry in the middle of the
Yeah,
day.
you also don't really get hungry because you have like a steady intake of food.
And then you also
Yeah,
don't
so-
stretch your stomach.
Yeah, you like you don't feel bloated. Yeah, you eat like so much in one go, and you don't eat. Keep it like you can try fasting. Fasting works for most people because obviously fasting makes you eat lesser, kan? Because if you are constricted to a time period, kan? It works because at the end of the day, surprise, surprise, calorie deficit. See, it's the same thing. It's the same concept every single time. Okay, so
continuing with your meals.
yeah, going back to my meal. So in the morning, I'll have like French toast, sometimes scrambled egg and sausage, maybe, and but like most of the time French toast. So that's meal one. Meal two, I'll have rice and like chicken breast, but not the bad chicken breast, the chopped up spiced chicken breast. Tastes really good for me actually.
Yeah, I do agree. I
Like
it
three eggs. Like sometimes if I'm at home, my mom will help me cook like a sunny side up egg, with the yolk. You can like dig into the yolk and it'll melt out, and it goes very well with the rice and like spinach. Spinach tastes really good. Like with the proper spices, spinach can taste amazing. So that's my meal too. It tastes amazing for me.
And that's
Everything
for your
you
lunch.
eat it like.
And that's
Yes,
for
for
your
my lunch. Yeah, and then
How about
my
your meal three?
third meal three.
About
so
like what
usually,
time is it? Because you said you eat 5
Oh
times
yeah,
a
so
day.
like breakfast depends. If I have to wake up early, if I have to go to camp, then it's like meal one would be at 6 o'clock. But if I don't have camp, if it's a weekend or something, then meal one would be like around 9 or 10 whenever I wake up. Yeah, like.
And then like second meal would be lunch.
Second meal would be like.
12 o'clock.
Yeah, lunch.
1 o'clock?
Like I'll give it like 3 to 5 hours after
okay.
my first meal. Space it out maybe like I
And
just
how about
follow.
like
I
your
just
third
kind of
meal
listen to
then?
my body. Whenever I'm hungry, I'll have meal two.
How about your third meal then?
My third meal would be usually if I'm in camp, so like it'll be like around 3 to 4. But if I'm not in camp, I'll usually like maybe after my second meal to work out. After my first meal, I'll work out. But like usually my third meal could be like a protein shake or maybe like a protein bar.
So it's just a
Yeah,
small
maybe
snack
like
then.
small snack, but like high in protein.
Okay.
And then my fourth meal would be dinner. My dinner, I'll have salmon, rice, asparagus, cherry tomato, something like that. It tastes really good too because like the salmon, it's attached to the salmon skin. I put like a bit of salt, and it tastes really really good. And the asparagus, grilled asparagus, tastes amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
Me too. Me too. Because I'm on the detox right now.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Grilled
detox right
asparagus.
now. I can only drink protein shakes.
Oh, you're on a detox.
I'm on the
Okay,
detox. I'm a 5-day detox, and I just started today.
Yeah.
And I'm going well. And then you're making me very hungry.
Yeah. Well, I
Okay, by
don't
the
know
way,
about the
fifth
detox
meal?
thing. But
Fifth
yeah.
meal?
Okay, that's meal 4. Meal 5 would be before bed. I would have Greek yogurt and like a banana, fruit, something like that. Just I would have like this brand of Greek yogurt called Chobani. It's relatively low in calories. It's quite filling too because it's dense and it'll fill up your stomach. Yeah.
Do you rotate your meals? Cause pasti kan gak mungkin every day you eat the same thing.
More or less, I actually do eat the same thing, but like it doesn't have to be like meal. Like instead of protein, maybe I could have like something but it's like somewhat like that, like most of the time it's like that.
You can switch up like beef for dinner.
Yeah, maybe I can switch up with the steak for dinner. But the same calories, like if I just have a piece of steak.
Then how if someone craves like nasi goreng?
Well, then just try to fit it into your diet.
So it means you need to just like cut.
Yeah,
out
replace
the
with one of your meals with nasi goreng and see how much more calories is nasi goreng more than your whatever meal it is, and then just decrease it. Let's say normally you eat like salmon and rice, and that's like let's say 700 calories for nasi
500?
goreng. Nasi goreng, let's say 900 calories, so it's 200 more calories than your usual meal then. So maybe you skip the fifth meal. You don't eat the Greek yogurt at night because you're already consuming more calories, right? Maybe you skip the fifth meal,
Yes.
so like the day evens out kind of.
Okay.
So like that, you can do that.
So that's pretty much your.
But obviously,
daily
it's not optimal because like the nutrients, the micronutrients, the protein is higher in your salmon, rice, plus Greek yogurt as opposed to nasi goreng. But if you really crave it, that is the best way to approach it, rather than just like try to fit in Greek yogurt, still like eat religiously, like protein shake, whatever. I have to eat protein shake after I work out. It's just gonna like accumulate more calories, and then you're gonna have like 800 excess calories, and you're gonna get fat, and you're wondering why. That's exactly why. You eat nasi goreng, and then you don't take account to that you eat nasi goreng, just continue the same thing, you know. You
that's
have to compensate.
So that's your meals. How about your workout
Oh,
routine?
my workout routine.
Yeah.
So I like to do the push pull leg split.
Push pull leg split.
Yeah.
That's the most normal split, right?
Yeah, so like
what's push, what's pull, what like? Because
push,
normal people won't.
yeah, chest, shoulders, triceps.
Chest,
Pull,
shoulder, triceps.
back, rear delt, biceps, and then legs, just like hamstring, glutes, quads, calves. Yeah, this, and then like I would suggest like take a rest day every 3 days or 4 days, like that. Or
so you do like every three days straight, and then you take 1 day rest, and then 3 days.
Yeah, something like that. But before I used to like a year ago, I used to just go like 7 days a week non-stop to push pull legs every time, like that, and then the last like push pull legs, arms, I would do that, or push pull legs, like arms, shoulders, and abs or something like that. Yeah, it could work for some people, but like it won't last you long. Eventually, you feel like you're under recover, and then you'll break down, and you'll feel like your lifts are going down, and all that. I would advise taking a rest day, especially if you're not a beginner anymore. You train hard. You need to take a rest day, because the harder you train, the more damage you cause. The more damage you cause, the more recovery you need. So you need to take a rest day. If you train like kind of like just lift weights, toy around, you can lift every single day, but that's not optimal, because you need to train intense. Intense is, to me, like a lot of people have different approach to training, but for me, intensity is the most important, and volume is important too, because it's okay, total volume, total sets, and all that per week. That's volume. Volume is important, but there's always a fine line of volume you need to follow, because the more volume you do, it's just overtraining. There's like an adequate amount of volume. It still varies from person to person, but rough estimate, like 20 hard sets a week per muscle group is good.
So speaking about sets, like what do you recommend, like really beginners, like how many sets, how many reps every set?
Beginners, I like, honestly, you could get away with 10 working hard sets per week. Per muscle group.
Per week, per muscle group.
Yeah,
so
like
basically,
10 sets,
how do you split?
Like I could give a very, 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 very basic training program for a beginner. Like, let's say for push, you do bench press 3 sets of 10 reps. Like, this is the typical bodybuilding routine and bench press. Like 10 reps, 3 sets, and then incline dumbbell press, like 12 reps, 3 sets, and then pack fly, like maybe like 15 reps, 4 sets. That's 10 sets. That's all for the week.
For the week.
Yeah, for the week. That's all.
Not even one training.
Yeah, that's all for the week. For the week, one training session, you can get away with it for beginners. Yeah, for beginners. Or also you could split it up to like 5 sets, which is like why would you like? I mean, like, it's too low. I mean, 5 sets per training session is just like you do like 2 sets of bench press and 3 sets of incline dumbbell. That's 5 sets, and like that's like like for beginners, you can just train once. Basically, you can just train once a week, and then you can get away with it. But then eventually
once a week, but for every muscle group.
For every muscle group, try to hit like 10, maybe 12 working sets, like that. And then as you get more advanced, it gets even more. It gets even like it gets a bit higher. Like you can do like maybe 15 working sets, 17 working sets. You gotta experiment yourself. But to be honest, there's a lot of ways to progressively overload. Okay, if you stop making muscle gains, then you need to overload. And if you need to overload, then you can make progress by increasing the weight, increasing the way you execute the movement. Okay, it's not just from point A to point B. If you're trying to build muscle, it's like from point A to point B, you have to recruit whatever you're trying to work. You do bench press, you need to feel your chest. You feel your chest do the work. Okay, it's not just moving from your chest to up, you know. Like if you just do that, like what do you like? You can just swing it around, bounce it. You're injuring your chest. You're bouncing it, and you can just like maybe like I don't know, just like it's not you have to feel the muscle you're working. That's the main point. If you don't feel the muscle you're working, you're just swinging it, then you just like there's no tension. There's no tension applied to the muscle then. So you're just moving the weight, but you're not applying any tension to the muscle, and you're not getting any result because you're not putting the muscle under tension.
So you're saying that kalau misalnya nih, people always say kayak they have been hitting the gym for like 3-4 months, but then they see no progress because like they just like do this instead of they should like really like
okay. Honestly, to be completely honest, okay, the every person to person makes progress differently because number one, genetics is very very big factor in terms of bodybuilding. Some people could do the exact same thing as another person and not get the same result because they're just born with more muscle fibers. They're born with better testosterone or something. You just like genetics is very important. Like people could be like taking steroids for example and look like worse than me because because genetics. You train equally as hard, but genetics is a big factor. That's number one. Number two, the way of training also depends too. If you train like so and you don't train it properly, especially if you don't train properly, you don't feel your muscle, you don't put your muscle under enough tension per set. Let's say like ideally per set you would like time under tension is very important to building muscle. Like the time under tension, so like 3 second negative and then 2 second 2 second up, 3 second down, like that. Like because if you just do 10 reps and you swing it around, are you really working the muscle? You might as well just like swing a baseball bat or something. It doesn't like you're not working anything. You're just swinging the weights. Like what are you trying to do? Like if you're powerlifting, if you're a strength athlete, maybe you would want to move from point A to point B. That's okay. But if you're trying to build muscle, you want to move from point A to point B whilst putting tension on the muscle. That's then you
very important.
Then you stimulate it. You give it a reason to grow.
You gotta feel the muscle. So there's one big reason why people can't grow muscle.
Yeah, because
they're just doing it wrong.
Before you make a proper training plan and all that, you gotta like stick to an exercise that you can perform that will stimulate your muscle, you know. Like to be honest, you don't have to do all these fancy cable whatever. You can stick to the same exercise every time, but get super good at it. Get really good at it that you can feel the muscles every single rep, quality reps every single time. Like every single rep, seriously, every single rep quality. Then more than likely, you will gain muscle. So you will put your muscle under enough tension.
It's an exercise on its own then. Like when you're lifting, you need to really feel the muscles to make it like to push it. To like grow it basically. Yeah.
You need to push them. This is in terms of bodybuilding. Yeah, like other sports may be different. Maybe you can just move from point A to point B, and like I don't know if you're training for baseball or something, you can probably do the cross hack thingy. You just move from point A to point B, replicate the swinging of the bat, and you will get your result. But for bodybuilding, it's not from point A to point B. Most of it is all feeling of the muscle, time under tension on the muscle, making the muscle like have a reason to grow, you know, stimulate the muscle. That's the main thing for bodybuilding.
So that's a lot of tips. That's such great tips.
Yeah, like you can't really cover the whole basis of bodybuilding in one video. It'll take like a couple of days of this video rolling non-stop for me to this is just a basic summary basically. If you want to know about in-depth topic, then
hit the comments below. Yeah. We'll do
the comments below, and then we'll do another one. Or you could just Google it, but like just hit the comments below. We can do another one.
We'll do another one. Yeah. But anyways, that's good. That's good sharing of yours. Like maybe what you can say out a tip or two for people that wants to start bodybuilding.
Okay, so first of all, do it smart. Seriously, don't just follow the stereotypes. Don't copy other people. Stay in your own lane. Don't compare yourself to other people. Because if you compare yourself to other people, you won't get anywhere. You're like, why this guy start the same as me? Because like, genetics, you know. Like, you don't compare yourself to other people. Just stay humble. Stay in your own lane. And you're gonna make progress here and there for sure. Like newbie gains always the best, and you're gonna feel like, oh my goodness, I like look at me, like I have nothing now. Like I have some muscle now. But don't like it's like econ, you know. Marginal wait, what was it again? The theory of like decreasing gains, you know?
Mm.
Like for those of you who study econ, you know what I mean. So like decreasing return. So at first you will make like this much progress, and then it goes like down, or as the more advanced you get, the slower the progress,
So
and the more work you have to progress even further. But the bright side is, a lot of people say maintaining is harder than getting there, but for bodybuilding, no, maintaining is a lot easier than getting there. Getting there is harder than maintaining.
yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
So basically, man, what your tip was is just make it your own. You gotta
Yeah, make it
experiment
your own
yourself.
program. Yeah, do what you like. It doesn't have to be painful. The journey doesn't have to be hard by all means. It could be very enjoyable. I'm enjoying my bodybuilding journey. That's why I can stick to it for a very long time. I could stick to it for a lot of years.
You're
Because
basically
I enjoy it.
bodybuilding
It's a
for like
lifestyle.
5-6 years already.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's not like a goal that you reach and then you stop, you know. So it's not like playing Fortnite, reach level 100 battle pass and you stop like that. No, it's not like that, you know. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Yeah.
Well, that's good sharing from you.
Yeah.
I think that's all. We're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna say?
Well, yeah. Just if you if you want to start bodybuilding, just be patient with it. Consistency is very important. You have to be consistent with everything, and somehow just making it enjoyable is very important as well. Because if you're not enjoying it, then you'll be depressed and you'll quit bodybuilding. Like a lot of people just stop. Like after a while, they're like, I don't want to do this anymore because it's not enjoyable. Make it enjoyable. Stay consistent, and just enjoy the journey. And always like do research. Don't follow stereotype. Don't follow other people. Just stay in your own lane. Look in the mirror. Don't look at other people. Look in the mirror and see. Oh, if you're better than like a few months ago, then well done. You're making progress.
Yes, because bodybuilding is just basically getting better from the past.
Yeah, don't look up to your friend who started the same as you, do the exact same thing as you and makes better progress than you. Don't look at him. He has better genetics, and let's face it, that's the truth. So yeah, like that, you know, like genetics is very important in bodybuilding, to be honest. So please just look at yourself. Please make it enjoyable and enjoy the journey, and best of luck.
Well, that's all. That's it from Jordan. Well, that's all.
Yeah.
If you want to see about him more, like his daily workout routines and stuff, you can like hit up the description box below. His Instagram is gonna be down there. You can just go check it out. You can just go kepoin him.
Yeah.
You can just go kepo Jordan. Like, look at his big ass muscles. I even don't have the same size as he does. And I always look at him. But it's all good. It's all good. That's all from Jordan today. And see you next time in this channel. Alright? Cheers. Alright.